Nirana Jesus ani sa hudahya gunarahay gunarahuna idahuna atun ay Jesus ani sa hudahulahu kutaruhuna ya gunara sonara duhlau kudurahuna ya gunara ki kunahiyana kilhemna nangaruhudaw rusuno hudikaturahuna ya gunara atun na Jesus ani susuhulah ya gunara hudana huguna dichuna ya suruhuna ya gunara. Amen. Women, when you've been through so much sufferings, you have Jesus. You have Jesus. When you've been through so much sufferings, like I was, before the Jesus and to the very end, I was fed on the very first to the lions for the resurrection of the dead, as I have been resurrected by my Papa. Second is the first Messiah, Al and Steak. Al means Christ. Steak means Yeshua. I was burnt alive in white dress due to hearsay, just like when I was Jesus. Lahara, slango. When I was Yeshua, they crucified me and shamed me. When you've been through so much of that in life, you can call yourself Christ. When you haven't, and you don't know who you are yourself, and what you've been through, then don't call yourself Christ. Christian means being suffered. Christians means sufferings. You know? Sufferings. This is why I am now called Christ. Because when I was Al and Steak, it means Al means Cristo. You called Christ. It was nartuhula in heavenly speaking. Steak means Yeshua. Yesu. Suntuhula hiyara. It's all in one meaning. One name, a feminine. Holy Spirit you call. Is I am a spirit. When you've been through so much sufferings and you know them all, how you were killed, how you were slain, as I knew the apostles, as I was watching them, how they were being carried, slain, long time ago, in when you cannot remember. You don't even know how many times they were slain. But I knew humans. I do. Aya. Call yourself Christ when you've been through all that and remember all that through so much sufferings in life, humans. But don't call yourself Christ when you have not been through that. And all you've been doing is getting and receiving a reward. It's blasphemy. Blaspheme, human. It's a blaspheme. You hated me, you hated my Father. You love me, you have already loved my Father. You glorify me, you have glorified the being that are with me. Humans, don't call yourself Christians if you have not been through so much sufferings, because Christians means undependable. You know? Christian means love. Christians means pain, hurt, sufferings, fastings, many, many more worse scenarios in life that you cannot do. And you are calling yourself Christians? And you sit pretty? Humans, I know how I was slain. I know and saw from my eye how my apostles was been slain. Call yourself Jesus if you've been through all that. As in the end, I am Christ. Why? 7 years ago, my head was banged on the wall. 1 a.m. when my head was banged on the wall. 3 a.m. 2 a.m. I went to bed. I was laying in there, crying the pain out. On the bed, I was just looking and staring at things until I don't know where I've been. All I can remember is my papa was at the gate and waiting for me. Because at that morning, all I cried out, Mom, 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 Mom. Humans, right at that instant, my mom was there. Not the earthly mom you think was, but my mom who truly loves me. She was there and sent me. By the gate, I was calling, Pa, Pa, Pa. My spirit was there with flesh, humans. My body was laying on the bed for 3 days. 3 days, humans, and no one came to look or see as I was and been always divine. I don't need all that. I've been guided by my mom. In heaven, I was in my room. 3 days. 3 days, humans. My body was also in my room. One body down here, one body somewhere else. 3 days. 3 a.m. when I went. 2:58 to be exact. So in just 2 seconds, I was up by the tunnel. This is what your spirit can do, humans. You can't travel in just a second. 3 days, humans, even my own so-called sister have not even looked at me. And the man who banged my head on the wall have not even checked out on me. What happened to me? What's wrong with me? Or what? All that? No, nobody was there except my 2 dogs, humans. Except my 2 dogs. My 2 dogs, Shih Tzu, they were, as I have them in the beginning too. In heaven, we eat together with them as royals, regalas. In my table, humans, that is what it was in the beginning. Right on the 3rd day, 3 days in heaven, I have already lots of things I've done, changing everything of what is gonna do to the world. The last day I was there, I was laying in my room. My ayah was fixing something in front of me, as it hasn't been working for I don't know how long, as I have not been to heaven for many years, as I hide from Papa, I hide from Ayah. I hide from Ayah because he says to me, this year will be time for you to do what I want you to do. It's time for us to be home. He meant about the children of God. The coronation had happened, all that in 3 days, humans. The new names for all those Jezebels had. This is why we know, humans. I have my linen on, you called. It was polyester, human. Polyester, because it's easy and it's light. It's like a feather. You see the thumbnail? That's what I was. Look like covered with golds. The man who banged my head on the wall was just drinking. Like nothing happened, humans. Like nothing happens. To the very end. I'm sacrificing. This is my Christ. The first Messiah was Alan Stake. Christ, G-E-S-U-E. Christ Yeshua. This end is Christ alone.